The Aesculapian snake, a rare beauty of the wild. Deep within the sun-dappled forests of Europe, a serpentine marvel glides silently through the undergrowth, embodying both grace and mystery. The Aesculapian snake, Simenes longissimus, named after the Greek god of medicine, represents one of nature's most elegant and misunderstood creatures. This remarkable reptile, stretching up to 6 feet in length, commands respect not through venom or aggression, but through its sophisticated hunting prowess and remarkable adaptability. Ancient symbolism meets modern reality. The Aesculapian snake carries a legacy that stretches back millennia. Ancient Greeks revered this species as sacred to Aesculapius, the god of healing, and its image became the enduring symbol of medicine, the rod of Aesculapius that adorns medical institutions worldwide today. This historical significance reflects humanity's long-standing fascination with these non-venomous constrictors, whose calm demeanor and beneficial role in controlling rodent populations earn them a place of honor in classical civilization. Unlike the more commonly encountered grass snakes or vipers, the Aesculapian snake possesses a distinctive elegance that sets it apart in the European serpent community. Its sleek body, typically olive-brown to dark brown with subtle yellow markings, moves with a fluid precision that speaks to millions of years of evolutionary refinement. The species exhibits remarkable longevity for a snake, with individuals living up to 30 years in optimal conditions, allowing them to develop complex behavioral patterns and territorial knowledge that younger snakes cannot match. Master of multiple habitats. The Aesculapian snake demonstrates remarkable ecological versatility, thriving in environments ranging from dense deciduous forests to rocky hillsides and even human-modified landscapes. This adaptability has enabled the species to maintain stable populations across much of Central and Southern Europe, from the Mediterranean coastlines to the foothills of the Alps. Their preferred habitats typically feature a mosaic of woodland, clearings, and rocky outcrops, environments that provide both abundant prey and suitable shelter. These snakes exhibit fascinating seasonal migration patterns, moving between different microhabitats as conditions change throughout the year. During spring emergence from hibernation, they seek out sunny slopes and rock faces to bask and regulate their body temperature. As summer progresses, they move into cooler, more shaded areas where their primary prey, small mammals, birds, and eggs, remains active during the hottest parts of the day. The species shows particular affinity for old-growth forests with complex canopy structures. Here, they demonstrate their exceptional climbing abilities, ascending trees with surprising agility to raid bird nests or pursue arboreal prey. Their semi-arboreal lifestyle distinguishes them from many other European snake species and reflects their evolutionary adaptation to exploit food resources at multiple levels of the forest ecosystem. Hunting excellence and dietary sophistication. As apex predators in their size class, Aesculapian snakes employ sophisticated hunting strategies that showcase their intelligence and adaptability. Unlike venomous species that rely on chemical warfare, these constrictors must rely entirely on their physical prowess and behavioral cunning to secure meals. Their hunting repertoire includes both active foraging and ambush tactics, with individuals switching between strategies based on prey availability and environmental conditions. Their diet reveals remarkable flexibility, encompassing everything from mice and voles to small birds, lizards, and even other snakes. Juvenile Aesculapian snakes begin life feeding primarily on small lizards and insects before gradually transitioning to larger prey as they grow. This onogenetic diet shift reflects their increasing constricting power and changing ecological role as they mature. Perhaps most impressive is their egg-eating behavior, which requires remarkable anatomical flexibility. When encountering bird nests, these snakes can unhinge their jaws to swallow eggs significantly larger than their head diameter. They possess specialized throat muscles that can puncture eggshells internally, allowing them to extract the nutritious contents while regurgitating the broken shell fragments, a feat of biological engineering that few other snake species can match. Seasonal rhythms and life cycles. The annual cycle of the Aesculapian snake reflects the deep evolutionary relationship between these reptiles and their temperate environment. As ectothermic creatures, their activity patterns closely follow seasonal temperature fluctuations and prey availability. Winter hibernation, typically lasting from October through March, occurs in communal dens located in rock crevices, tree roots, or abandoned mammal burrows. These hibernacula may house dozens of individuals, representing some of the most significant snake aggregations in Europe. Spring emergence marks the beginning of the breeding season, when males engage in elaborate courtship rituals that can last for hours. Unlike the violent combat dances of some snake species, Aesculapian snake courtship involves gentle pursuit and tactile communication through tongue flicking and body positioning. Successful mating leads to egg-laying in early summer, with females depositing clutches of 5 to 15 leathery eggs in warm, humid locations such as compost piles, rotting logs, or loose soil. The incubation period extends through the warmest months of summer, with hatchlings emerging in late August or September. These miniature versions of their parents, measuring only 12 to 16 inches at birth, face immediate challenges in finding appropriate prey and avoiding predators. Their survival strategy involves rapid growth during their first year, with successful juveniles potentially doubling their length before their first hibernation. Conservation challenges in a changing world. Despite their adaptability, Aesculapian snakes face mounting pressures from human activities and environmental changes. Habitat fragmentation represents the most significant threat, as development and agricultural intensification eliminate the diverse landscape mosaics these snakes require. Modern forest management practices that favor monoculture plantations over diverse woodland communities further reduce available habitat quality. Road mortality constitutes another serious concern, particularly as these snakes often traverse paved surfaces during their seasonal movements. Their relatively slow movement and tendency to bask on warm asphalt makes them vulnerable to vehicle strikes, especially during spring and fall migration periods. Climate change adds another layer of complexity, potentially altering hibernation patterns and prey availability in ways that could disrupt their finely tuned ecological relationships. Perhaps most challenging is the persistent human fear and misunderstanding of snakes in general. Despite their completely harmless nature and beneficial role in ecosystem management, Aesculapian snakes often fall victim to deliberate killing by humans who cannot distinguish them from potentially dangerous species. Education and conservation outreach remain critical components of any successful protection strategy for these remarkable reptiles. Behavioral complexity and intelligence. Recent research has revealed surprising levels of behavioral complexity in Aesculapian snakes, challenging traditional assumptions about reptilian intelligence. These snakes demonstrate spatial memory capabilities that allow them to navigate complex territories spanning several hectares. They establish and maintain specific basking sites, hunting grounds, and shelter locations, returning to favored spots across multiple seasons. Their social behavior, while limited compared to mammals or birds, shows interesting patterns during breeding season and hibernation periods. Individuals recognize and respond to chemical cues from other snakes, and dominant individuals may exclude subordinates from prime basking or hunting locations. This social structure, while subtle, indicates a level of cognitive sophistication that researchers are only beginning to understand. Temperature regulation behavior reveals another dimension of their intelligence. Aesculapian snakes actively manage their body temperature through precise microhabitat selection, moving between sun and shade throughout the day to maintain optimal metabolic function. This behavioral thermoregulation requires constant environmental monitoring and decision-making that demonstrates their acute sensory awareness and adaptive flexibility. A living link to natural heritage. The Aesculapian snake represents more than just another species in Europe's biodiversity catalog. It embodies a living connection to the continent's natural heritage and the intricate relationships that sustain healthy ecosystems. As both predator and prey, these snakes occupy a crucial position in food webs that have evolved over millions of years. Their presence indicates ecosystem health, while their absence often signals environmental degradation. For wildlife enthusiasts and nature photographers, encountering an Aesculapian snake in the wild represents a rare privilege. These naturally secretive animals require patience and respect to observe, rewarding careful observers with glimpses of behaviors that reveal the sophisticated lives of these ancient lineages. Their graceful movement through their environment offers a masterclass in biomechanical efficiency, while their hunting strategies demonstrate evolutionary refinement that few predators can match. The future of the Aesculapian snake depends largely on our collective commitment to preserving the complex habitats they require and fostering greater understanding of their ecological importance. Through continued research, habitat protection, and public education, we can ensure that future generations will have the opportunity to witness these rare beauties in their natural element, maintaining the connection between ancient symbolism and living biodiversity that makes the Aesculapian snake such a compelling ambassador for wildlife conservation. In the quiet moments of a forest morning, when sunlight filters through ancient canopies and the world awakens to another day, the sight of an Aesculapian snake moving with purposeful grace serves as a reminder of the wild beauty that still exists in our increasingly developed world. These serpentine jewels of the European landscape deserve our admiration, our protection, and our commitment to preserving the natural spaces where they continue to write their evolutionary story. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.